Hello Virgo, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. So I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac. So as the cards are appearing in each house, then those are the influences that are coming to bear for you or this other person at this time. Bottom of the deck, so an influence this time around is the Aries I Am card. So this card is generally about testing your will in some way. So you may have to take leadership in some form, and it's moving forward responsibly and with discipline. So avoid rushing around behavior or quick temper. This is, as I said, an exercise in discipline, moving forward responsibly. You could be involved in sports in some way, and that's having an impact on your life currently. It's also about ideas, having ideas about things, and getting started. So you may be wanting to get started on certain things in your life at this time. But it really is also about very much the first house, which is a sense of self, yourself, and how you are forming, into this a new person, or how you are developing your character and so on. Right, in the first house we have Yod Destiny. So this is quite a stressful card to be having in your first house, but it's very purposeful. It is all about finding your special purpose or your destiny. So you're in the process of that. Things that occur now during this time are going to lay foundations for that. So it's a bit of a rocky path. You may not have guidance or support from others, which is appropriate at this time, because you're just going to have to follow your own trust, trusting that you're on the right path, that things are going to work out as they're supposed to. It's a form of pioneering. You'll be forced to look inward to your inner self and to navigate your own path. In other words, find your own truth about what it is and what you're looking for. So this first house is very much about yourself. So that yourself is always your physical body, your vitality, your life force. It's also what you project to others, how you come across to others. So it's your characteristics, your personality. It's all your self-oriented interests, whether it's a physical routine that you're going through, or perhaps it's sporting or some other aspect. But it's your daily outlook and how you move through the world, and your personal independence and so on. So all of the first house, everything to do with the self, is aspected in the first house. So as I said, with this card coming in, you're searching for that. You're searching for your purpose and your destiny. You're kind of forming that now. It is a little bit of a stressful period. You may have to develop patience, and some sacrifices may be required along the way, but you're going to have to be very adaptable at this time. But you really are finding your own path. So you really are doing this kind of on your own. There'll be no input or guidance from others. You've really got to dig deep to find this in yourself. It's a path of trust and consulting your own inner self, your own inner GPS, your own inner knowing, which will eventually lead to success. You may just be feeling a little bit different from others at this time. It could be circumstantial. It could be people around you are just different from you, or you have different interests or a different outlook on life. And that's fine, because that forces you to go inward as well again, to look at your own self and to develop your own character. You may be wanting to work alone at this time. It might be appropriate for you to do that, or in privacy. So doing things on your own. So make sure you do spend time on your own, doing your own things. That will help to balance this energy out. You're also sorting out what fits, what doesn't. You may have to deal with any health issues or allergies that come up. A lifestyle change may be indicated right now. So there's a little bit of push and pull going on, but it really is pointing you in a direction which you must simply follow. And you have to do that by trust and by consulting your inner knowing. Then in the second house, we have Libra I Balance. Second house is your house of your income, what's coming in for you. It's also your house of self-worth. And also your house of your values. So your value systems, what you value in yourself, what you value in others, what you value in your surroundings. It's also about possessions, what you value from an ownership point of view. So this can be any kind of ownership. It also goes into property, land, real estate, anything like that, any form of possession. So with Libra Eye balance coming in, this is very much a cooperation card, and balancing your needs with another, but it is indicated to link up with another at this time. It will be your best course of action right now. So however that's playing up with you, linking up with a partner or another person. This is all about balancing both your needs. So your needs and their needs. So you can't just let go of your needs in favor of theirs. Yours must also be balanced with theirs. So it's about mutual support, and a beneficial interaction between you, and this will help you to move forward. So very much a mutual support, mutual understanding, mutual goals, and so on. There may also be a decision that you need to make at this time. You've been perhaps sitting on the fence, just not sure, weighing things up. But you will need to come to a decision, and best you do it. Otherwise, the universe will step in. So you may also be dealing with a legal matter of some kind, or something's come up, some kind of legal issue. Courts may be indicated at this time. But always this card is about fairness and the rules. So you have to observe that in all cases, whatever the outcome. Generally with the Libra card, it is a positive outcome. But as I said, some compromise and certainly a negotiation and mediation is required on your side. Communication is very important. So you may need to take other people's side into consideration in order to move forward. So contracts may be indicated here as well. But there's a general feeling of contentment in this house with this card. You may be involved in activities or linking up with another and enjoying certain activities around fashion, beauty, visiting art galleries or galleries of all kinds, museums, live music may be indicated. Always this card is about good taste and refinement. So it's the reaching for that, the reaching for good taste and refinement, enjoying beauty in your surroundings, enjoying beauty in yourself, in others, appreciation, contentment, love even as well. So all of those factors do come in with this card. Then in the third house, we have Gemini, I think. So the Gemini card is all about the mental aspects and words, communication of all kinds. So this is very much indicated already in the third house, because Gemini rules the third house, and Mercury rules the third house. So it is the communication house. The third house covers all aspects of communication. So this is written, verbal, body language, how you interact with others. This can be sort of personal interactions with people around you, anybody around you at this time. It can also be with a wider audience. So this is in a public forum, reaching a wider audience. It can also be with specific family members or people associated, like relatives. So this is siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and it can even be neighbors as well. So this is interaction with these kinds of people, and also on a broader spectrum as well. So now with this card coming in, what it's indicating for you that communication is highly, highly important. Use your words, choose your words wisely, use your words wisely, whether it's written or verbal. You're going to need to be versatile at this time, quick thinking, pay attention to what is going on, use your humor, your wit. You're going to be required to be sharp, or you may be to the mental sharpness coming in. Friendships of all kinds are highlighted with this card, and other people associated with them. So you're probably going to be socializing quite a bit. But as I said, choose your words wisely. Also technology and electronics is indicated with this card, and this is going to be used to obviously communicate with others, but also to spread your ideas, spread your words, whatever it is that you're trying to get out there. And this is to a wider audience. So use the technology and the electronics to do that. Highly indicated with this. Also multitasking and exchange of ideas, your expression, and also receiving information from others, or news, or even sort of interactions on a social scale. Just be aware of gossip and glibness and argumentativeness, or just coming across as a bit too fickle or chatty, or you may be interacting with people who are like that. Okay. Also writing books, blogs, publishing, editing, speech making, all of those aspects are indicated with this card, especially in the third house, which is all about that. You could be interacting in an important soulmate relationship at this time, probably a relationship, sort of a love relationship, but it could apply to another as well. This is an important person in your life, sort of life changing as well. And you're going to be doing a lot together, or you're going to be learning a lot from this person. You may also be taking short trips around and about in your local environment. These are going to need to be sort of interesting and stimulating activities. So no boring trips. This needs to be sort of quick, interesting, trips where your curiosity is aroused and there's interaction with others and so on, exchange of ideas, chatting, talking, communicating in general. Then in the fourth house, we have Moon Soul. Fourth house is the house of home and family. So it's your home, your physical home, also the relationships in your home, atmosphere in your home. And it's also your relationship with your family roots, your foundation, your ancestry, your family tree, your ethnic identity, however it applies with you. So anything to do with your current family or your past family, so where you've come from and your ancestry and so on. So with Moon Soul coming in, this is essentially a nurturing card. So it could be that you're feeling very nurtured currently in your home situation, wherever you are currently residing or where you are at the moment. You could be feeling nurtured. Culinary activities come in. So whether you're going for this yourself, enjoying that, cooking up a storm, or learning from others how to cook, or just enjoying applying culinary skills. Food and diet is very important. All forms of nurturing. You could also be having a lot of memories right now, memories of past times with family, or perhaps you're interacting with other family members and you think, reminiscing about things. Just don't live there. Enjoy the reminiscing and the nostalgia, but always be moving forward and looking forward as well. You could be having deep feelings about things as well. This is deep emotion. Always follow your own wisdom in whatever comes up for you in this house. You're feeling very sensitive right now. Just make sure you build up resilience to ride the different cycles that go on in this house with the moon. Okay. So it's very much a moon card. It's in its own house, which is the fourth house. So this is very much about home and family, home and hearth, and all the interactions that go on around that, which is appropriate for this time of the year. So it's also about, as I said, building resilience. Because things do go down in family situations. Sometimes you have an altercation or you have a disagreement, or you just don't feel like you don't fit in, or whatever the situation is. So build resilience, know when it's time to retreat and spend me time on your own, just to rebalance yourself, retreat, withdraw, go off into nature or whatever is appropriate for you. Because there are cycles with this card. It follows the moon. Yeah. So you could also be interacting with mother or mother figures or maternal figures at this time, women in general, how they get along, women's wisdom, women's issues may all be coming up for you. This card is also about your moods, your habits, or other people's moods and habits, and your family tree in the past and so on. But it also is a very creative sign. So this is where the culinary side comes into it. But also, creativity, just in general, how you use it, where you use it, and with who. Then in the fifth house, we have Sagittarius IC. So this is a lovely card of having your fifth house, because it's very much about fun and getting out, exploring, adventure. So it's very much about the outdoors, wide open, mountainous areas, lakes, and so on. So you could be visiting these places and just enjoying those, sort of interacting on that level. It's about freedom. You might have a lucky break of some kind. So enjoying freedom from your normal routine. So this is pretty much like a holiday. Fifth house is all about that, all about fun, pleasurable activities in all forms, getting out and about, enjoying activities that are going to be recreational for you. That could also be gambling or stock market or anything like that as well, any kind of risk taking. But it's general fun, pleasurable activities. This house is also the house of love affairs. It's also the house of creativity. So your creativity, or you're involved in creative activities, or it's also about children. So you could be your children or interacting with children, other people's children at this time. So with Sagittarius, I see, as I said, it's a very much an expansive card. It's exploration, adventure, socializing, creative activities, having fun, being outdoors in the wide open mountainous and lake areas. You could be horse riding. You could be interacting with big animals of some kind, or big dogs even. So it's very much a sort of that kind of environment, something that you would do on a holiday or if you're going home. You could also, as I said, be feeling quite restless. Sagittarius can do that. It can promote restless activities where you just want to get out and go and explore and do things. So make sure you do that. Get out of your normal routine. This card is also about honesty and speaking your truth, which came up before in the first house, finding your truth. Just being strong in yourself. Strong about your own views, your own, way about yourself and how you interact with others. Sporting activities could also be coming in with this, because Sagittarius very much is involved with that, and also with these activities that some of them could be club activities or sporting activities that you're involved in. It's basically a very favorable time at this juncture. It could also be that you may just need to be careful of overspending or overindulging as well at this time.